Rapid City, South Dakota, surrounded by hundreds of God-fearing, patriot-loving Americans. The Democrat Party wants illegal aliens and non-citizens to vote in our elections. We are tired of our votes being diluted by fraudulent ones. We are tired. We are tired of illegal aliens stealing the voices of lawful, law-abiding Americans. You will forever be remembered as the Senate Majority Leader that was responsible for the most comprehensive piece of election integrity legislation in American history. The difference between the Democrats and the Republicans is we fight with ballots, not bullets like they do. Anyone that's going to try to give you propaganda that this is anti-woman, no. I believe the messaging from the Democrats saying that women are incapable, unable to get photo voter ID or vote, that is misogynistic and that is offensive to women. What is more historic than the 250th anniversary of our country that we can sign the Save America Act and get it passed into law?
We are so glad that all of you are here working to support the Save America Act. 84% of Americans agree only American citizens should vote in American elections for President, Senate, and Congress. It is common sense. I think they are the biggest bunch of hypocrites I've ever seen in my entire life. They think women are too stupid to figure out how to show paperwork to get registered to vote, yet we're smart enough to get the paperwork shown to get a real ID and a driver's license. Not too dumb. We know how to do it. We don't need them taking care of us. We know how to take care of ourselves, and we want secure elections, and we're willing to show our freaking paperwork to get secure elections. All that we want is to make sure American citizens are voting in our elections. If you are registered to vote today, and it passed tonight, you'd still be registered to vote tomorrow. It doesn't remove a single person from the rolls. No one. If you're registered, you're still registered. How in the world can we be sure that we have the consent of the governed if we don't trust that our elections are secure and that only American citizens are voting to determine who will actually govern us? Utter hypocrisy on the part of the Democrats. Our anger needs to be directed at those people who claim to care about representative democracy, and they really don't. When I get into the hotel tonight, I'm going to have to show my ID. If I want to have some adult beverages later today, I'd have to show my ID. So they're insulting all Americans at that point because they are acting like we're all too dumb to figure out how to show an ID. We have to get this bill passed. We just have to. And I know that with your help, not letting up, continuing to keep the pressure on, we're going to be able to get the bill moved.
And I want to be clear, the only voters that the Save America Act disenfranchises are illegal aliens, fraudsters, and dead voters. So, of course, the Democrats are against it. Senate Majority Leader Thune, I'm asking, the people are asking for bold and courageous leadership. Stay in Washington, D.C. until the Department of Homeland Security is fully funded and until the Save America Act is on President Trump's desk to be signed into law. You are the state that defeated Democrat Senate Majority Leader Daschle. You are the state now represented by the current Senate Majority Leader. Flex your muscles. I'm here because we have a country to save. We demand proof of citizenship in order to register to vote. We demand photo voter ID in order to have safe and secure, fair and free elections.
You cannot have our consent if it is not American citizens voting in our elections. You can't have our consent if the people who are casting ballots are not who they say they are. They are complete and total hypocrites who do not care about democracy when they stand in the way of the Save America Act. All we are asking is that you make sure it's only Americans voting in American elections with proof of citizenship upon registration and voter ID, meaning we are who we say we are when we go get our ballot. That's it. Why are you opposing it? The longer we stay on this, the more we expose what the Democrats are doing and how the Democrats are obstructing and how they are standing in the way of what 80 to 85% of Americans want. Only citizens voting in American elections and voter ID. It is deal making. It's also called legislating. And we have the greatest deal maker of all time in the White House. So this should not be an impossible thing to have happen. The biggest misconception initially, well, there are two, the top two, are that everyone has to re-register. That's just not true. It says in the bill that everyone, essentially, I'm not quoting it, but it says everyone who is already registered is grandfathered in. So you're not, there's no re-registering. We're not doing this to shore up which side wins the election. I got involved in the election integrity aspect because I think, because we live in a republic, we only have it if we can keep it. The only way to keep it is to ensure we trust the outcome of the election no matter who wins. Democracy means that the people who are elected govern with our consent.
Senator Thune, this is a must. Please pass this bill.
Senator Thune, I need you to pass the Save America Act.
Senator Thune, my name is John Coonery, and I encourage you to pass the SAVE Act because for every vote of a person who is not qualified to vote, a non-citizen, they're canceling out veterans and active duty people like me.
Senator John Thune.
Illegal aliens are voting in federal elections.
We encourage you here from back home to please pass the Save America Act.
My husband and daughter went to vote in Arizona, and somebody had already voted for them.
Election integrity is what it's all about.
I believe it's of existential importance. I don't even know if there's a human being behind a lot of those votes.
And if we can't pass laws that ensure honesty and integrity, which direction is the country going?
When we have other outside people voting in the elections, they're stealing your vote, my vote, and other people's votes.
All we are asking is that you make sure it's only Americans voting in American elections, proof of citizenship upon registration, and voter ID, meaning we are who we say we are when we go get our ballot. That's it. Why are you opposing it? You care about all these other issues, healthcare and whatever else is on their agenda. Those issues, I think we would all agree there are a lot of issues that are important we should be working on, but all of those are downstream from making sure you actually have the consent of the governed, and you can only do that if we have American citizens voting in our elections and we show voter ID so it is who we say it is when they go to vote. So they must pass the Save America Act, and they are complete and total hypocrites who do not care about democracy when they stand in the way of the Save America Act. It is a no-brainer, indeed.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. It really helps us reach more people who care about liberty and the Constitution. You can find this and other episodes at jennybethshow.com, as well as Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, X, and your favorite podcast platform.
The Jenny Beth Show is hosted by Jenny Beth Martin. The Jenny Beth Show is a production of Tea Party Patriots Action. For more information, visit teapartypatriots.org.